Though perhaps the contemporary image of the Japanese samurai is one of warring and violence, when we look a little bit further, we find that there appears a distinct appreciation and creation of beauty, shrouded by our initial assumptions. Samurai were indeed not just warriors, but as a powerful class in feudal society, they acted as philosophers and artists, refining their minds alongside their bodies. Chief among these pursuits was the practice of calligraphy, or shodo. Shodo, like many traditional Japanese arts, is just as much about garnering a mastery of the mind and finding self-balance as it is about the final artworks. For many samurai, Shodo acted as a form of mindfulness, akin to meditation. This style of writing, content aside, demands focus, patience, and precision, all crucial aspects of samurai and Bushido ideology. The influence of Buddhism is felt strongly as well in Shodo, and as an art form, it opened up pathways for samurai to better understand vital Buddhist principles like mushin, meaning empty mind, the state one must enter before battle or before beginning a Shodo drawing. Furu ike ya kawazu tobikomu mizu no oto. Warrior poets like Matsuo Basho are perfect examples of the interwoven nature of martial arts and artistic pursuits. Raised in a minor samurai family, Basho was trained in the way of ninjutsu in his early life, but found meaning and expression through haiku poetry and calligraphy as a paired form of expression. This blend of martial pursuits and artistic discovery highlight how feudal warriors and samurai used poetry and calligraphy to express emotion, reflect on mortality, and seek clarity. This dichotomy between the destruction of war and the creation of art and calligraphy is truly a fascinating one. These seemingly opposed values create a striking samurai philosophy of balance that recognizes the truth that perhaps creation and destruction are more similar than we might first believe. The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi preached in his Book of Five Rings that the mastery of the arts was just as important as mastery of the blade, and given the nuanced relationship between the sword and the brush, I think it's clear to see why. Ultimately, this philosophy of balance, mindfulness, and creativity in samurai culture remains relevant today, with many pursuing traditional arts like Shodo in an attempt to find their own inner balance and understand the world and their history. In many ways, the brush was made by samurai into a sort of timeless weapon of its own, one that provides a conduit for expression and introspection without the weight of a sharp edge. After stumbling upon this wonderful art form, I knew I had to try for myself to understand just what it was about Shodo that has allowed it to persist for such a time, and why so many great minds were drawn to it. Texts speak of Shodo as being profoundly meditative, and truly, after hours of practicing, the depth of what appears to be a simple art form was quickly revealed to me. Each stroke reveals something about the word you are trying to draw, and without complete focus, you simply cannot draw the lines required to create the emotion that permeates each kanji. Ultimately, it is clear to me now that Shodo has an incredible place in history, and the samurai who could call themselves masters must have had an incredible perspective on the world around them.